Many people have made side hustles their main hustles, especially in the midst of all these economic pressures. The top 10 side hustles in the US and in Canada for 2025. Now, if you want to hear what they are, well, stay tuned. I just discovered this article written on Forbes.com, and I'm telling you, beautiful people, it's just right on time, honestly. And I talk about making money online. Now, I'm sure you're ready, just like me, to hear what they are. Okay. I've probably talked long enough, and you're like, Jennifer, just tell us, what are these side hustles that are the top 10 for 2025? The first side hustle that's one of the most popular ones in 2025 is mobile car wash services. One of the things that this article revealed in the data that was collected is that people are looking for convenience. And that, I don't know about you, but that does not come as a surprise to me. We do live in a relatively microwave society where we want things and we want them now. We want the most convenient way to get them between food and grocery deliveries right to our doorstep. Now, mobile car wash services have entered the chat. Okay. So people want the service to be brought to them, people want it right there. Mobile car washing presents a low barrier, high demand opportunity with flexible hours and minimal overhead costs. Okay, I know that was a mouthful, but essentially it's saying it's easy to start a mobile car washing business. Part two of the top 10 side hustles that were highlighted in this article that I just discovered. So it's right on time, hot off the presses, beautiful people. Let's get into the other seven. So in my first video, which I will also link in the description below, you can check out the top three, which I've already highlighted, which one of them, as I mentioned, is a mobile car wash service. That's actually the number one that was on this list. And then I shared the other two. So the top three are in part one, which you've got to check out. We're going to get into the next ones. Number four, personal shopping service. So 100% of the searches over those 3 years were around personal shopping services. Number five, food delivery driver. 87% of the searches were about that topic. And number six, crypto trading strategies at 84%. I can actually talk about two of these because I've done them, right? Number four, personal shopping service, which may be slightly different from food delivery driver, but shopping, it's kind of in that same vein. So I just did a video actually on my experience as a Instacart shopper, and I did Instacart for 2 years. Not only did I shop Instacart and go shop in the grocery stores and deliver groceries for people, which it's honestly, I understand why people are searching for it because it can be lucrative depending on where you live. So, in this video that I'll just link right here, you can hear my experiences, the lessons that I've learned. I even share tips on how to be super efficient and to really maximize your time when you're out doing Instacart and shopping for people. But I'll link it there so you can check that out. But food delivery services, if you have a car and you don't mind driving, you can definitely make some extra cash. And it's something that you could do after a 9 to 5. And most certainly, you can carve out some hours on the weekend and you'll see that it can add up pretty quickly. Now, over the past year, the article talks about the mobile car wash service as it being the fastest growing side hustle in America. And again, you have to watch part one to catch the other two that are in the top 2 and 3 spots. But what we're learning in all of this is that if you're working a full time job, but you still are just getting by, this is your cue to get into where real demand is picking up. Let me say that again. So, I love this line from the article, and it says, if you're working full time, but still just getting by, which once again, that's unfortunately most people's situations. There's a lot of economic pressures and changes that are happening in the US, and it is affecting lots of families. Over 71% of Americans, this article tells us, it's one of the first pieces of information that really stood out to me, is that over 71% of Americans are searching for secondary income, and that's either through a side hustle or a second job. So that this video doesn't get super duper long. I'm going to pause here. But before I stop, I do want to say two things. One, I'm going to give you two more side hustles that are on this list. And I will be sure to link this article so that you can check it out for yourself if you so desire. But we stopped at, I think it was number 5, food delivery driver. That's right. And again, I can tell you from experience, I did Instacart shopping for 2 years. That video is also linked in the description. Actually, I think we stopped at number 6, crypto trading strategies. So there are 4 more. I'll share one more and then I'll end this video and just do another one because I don't want you to be here too long because, I get it. Your time is valuable. Okay. So the number 7, the number 7, number 7 is freelancing. And that was surged 80% over those 3 years that I talked about. And so we can get into what freelancing is because it's basically doing anything that you like, any skill set that you have, whether you're reviewing resumes, you're editing videos, you're essentially providing a service and you're just freelancing, meaning you're finding different gigs that you can work. That's, in short, just kind of a high level overview of what that is. The second thing I want to share with you is the time is now to get into affiliate marketing. One reason why I absolutely love it is because all it requires is your phone and Wi-Fi. I mean, that's it. You don't need a bunch of money up front. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. You do not need to have any experience because that's one thing I get from people. Well, I don't like sales. I'm not very good at selling things. I don't have any experience selling things. The truth of the matter is you're not selling anything. You're just promoting. You're having a conversation with an audience and you're talking to them like you talk to your friends and your family after you've gone to a really great restaurant and you're raving about the steak dinner that you had. You're telling them how amazing the customer service was, how clean the restaurant was. That's essentially what you're doing with a product. And ultimately people are going to connect with you when they realize like, wow, I really like that she likes that product. So let me check it out. If you only knew how influential you are right now and how many people are waiting to hear from you and they're going to be influenced by your recommendation. So thinkdifferentdaily.com is linked right there in the description box. The training is free. If I didn't say that already, the training is free. So you want to check it out so that you can get started and you can start right now. Like there's no need to wait. You can start today because the phone that you're watching this very video on right now, or the phone that's sitting right next to you as you watch this on TV or on your tablet or your laptop, you can get started on it. So I put it there so you can check that out. So I'm going to come back just to make sure that I give you all the details of this article and why this is the year to start a side hustle. All right. If you've made it this far, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for being here, a part of the Think Different Daily family. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.